Hello and welcome to Beyond Boundaries, a talk show that brings you the insightful and inspiring stories of leaders who are changing the landscape of education in India. I am your host, Abhishek Bhardwaj, and this show is brought to you by Silverzone Foundation and IP Study Hub. We are honored to host Dr. Deborati Bose, Director of Education at Herman Maimer Schools. With over 35 years in teaching and leadership, she is renowned for her value education, holistic development, and life skills. She is an international speaker who has represented India in various forums such as the World Schools Summit, UAE and Malaysia, and Oxford University, London. Dr. Bose has inspired educators and learners worldwide. She was also honored with the award Transformative Leadership Award and the most inspiring principle. She is dedicated to fostering innovation, emotional intelligence, and resilience in education. Ma'am, it's a privilege to have you here. Let's explore your journey, let's celebrate your achievements, and let's learn from you.
Thank you.
So, we're going to start with the good old days, where it all started. Like we were talking about creating magic in education, in teachers and learners and students and anyone who is trying to, make something out of nothing. What motivated you or what gave you the direction to become a teacher?
I'm from Loreto Convent, Kolkata. So I've done my schooling there. There I saw the nuns teaching me. Then I got married from Kolkata and came to Delhi. It was a culture shock for me. I mean, there was a huge 35 years back when you come here. And coming from Kolkata and coming to Delhi, once you see the difference in culture, you understand where the difference is. And then I realized that I'm not going to sit at home and become a housewife. I wanted to work. The one thing which my in-laws and my husband and my father allowed me was being a teacher. So I started my journey as a teacher because I needed to work, not because it was only I wanted to be a teacher. So when I became a teacher, I started teaching class 2, how difficult it was. And at that time, I just got married. And
this is 35 years back we're talking about.
35 years back you're talking about. I was teaching the class and one day the principal walks in. And I heard that the observations happen. So she walked in and after half an hour, and normally I heard that she used to only sit for 10 minutes or 15 minutes. And I was trying to give my best in that 10 or 15 minutes. And the whole period was going on. It was 30 minutes, 40 minutes. The bell rang and she didn't leave. So I was thinking, maybe I'm doing something absolutely wrong. So that's why she's not leaving. So, okay, the observation finished. And then I was called to the room and I felt that this is my last day as a teacher. And I think I was there only for 2 or 3 months. And she made me sit down and she said, Mrs. Bose, you are an extremely effective teacher. I want you to now start teaching class 6th. So I didn't realize. I asked her what? She said, I don't know, but I felt that you will be more effective in the senior wing. So that was my first validation that, okay, I can be a very good teacher because I didn't know what I did, what made her. So I started teaching in class 6. And after I started there, within a month, I got a call from one of the biggest and the oldest schools of Delhi. And then my journey of a teacher started. Like you said, what inspired me? After about a year or so, I used to get the naughtiest children in my class. I used to get the children from the children in the class who no other teachers wanted. And one day I went and asked the principal that, why am I being penalized? Why do I get these children? Because it becomes very difficult. He said he also doesn't know, but apparently the children only get settled in my class. So that started making me think that what is it that I do differently than the others, and what is it that I do that these children listen to me. And then I realized that maybe they have attention deficit disorder, some have dyslexia, some have autism, borderline autism, some are slow learners. And in a classroom of 40, it's very difficult for a teacher to handle children because we do differential teaching. That's when I started studying about differential teaching, inclusion education, life skill and value education. And when after a year, the parents came and started asking me to be the class teacher for the second year consecutive, that's when I realized that I can touch children, I can inspire them, and I need to be a better teacher.
So that people start talking about it, and then eventually it creates awareness. So we talked about history of education, holistic development, value education, life skills. What do you see co-curricular activities, what role co-curricular activities play for teachers and for students in a school or in an educational institution? Co-curricular could be like, for example, Olympiads for dance, for creatives, for cooking.
It is a very, very important aspect. So if you know, in the beginning it was known as extracurricular. Today it has become a co-curricular, it's become co-curricular. Why? Because that is also part of your development of a child. We have left, okay, you started with Olympiad. What is Olympiad? Olympiad is an examination which actually tells you whether the child has understood the concept very well or not. To differentiate a child who's an academician or the child who has the potential to do much better. We take Olympiad as what? I mean, we are not taking it in the spirit. So when I'm talking about Olympiad in my schools, I'm saying you have children who are good. How do you identify them so that they become better? Okay, let me give you an example. I have 10 schools, right? I also want a city topper. I also want a national topper. I want a state topper. How do you get them? It is through the Olympiads. 6 onwards, if you start Olympiads in the spirit, then you will understand who actually has the potential to get 100, 80, 90. So if you keep on doing it, you are actually stretching the rubber band. You keep stretching the rubber band, then only can you. So you have a small rubber band, but it can be stretched and go. So children's brain is also like that. So Olympiad is just the first step. So we need to take Olympiad in that spirit, that why are we taking it? Just not to get a silver medal or a gold medal, but from the school's point of view. The Olympiad is for you to identify which children actually has the passion for that. Because Olympiad questions are not from the books. They are something different, right? And
they're also advanced.
Yeah, advanced. So you will understand, you'll be able to catch hold of the children who are actually very good in that subject, or whether that subject is being taught well in your school or not. It is like an exam for the school also. If your children do well in Olympiads, that means whatever you are delivering is actually very good. Right? Then
it also gives them a real life experience, like what entrance exams would look like.
Absolutely.
So that they are like not nervous at the time, like filling the OMR sheet, because I've practiced it so many times. Again, the same thing that you mentioned, it. Practice it in so many times, then only will it come. So I think, but then again, that has also become part of NEP, that Olympiads have to be given. So again, it's a choice. I don't think it should be a choice. It should be a part of our assessment also. So you believe it should be mandatory?
It should be mandatory because you're talking about the child. I'm talking about the school. If my children do very well in Olympiad maths, I know my teachers are doing the way they're supposed to teach. That means my faculty maths is very good. If my children are not doing well in Olympiads in a subject, that means something is wrong and I need to take up that subject. So it is from both ways. It is from the children's point of view also. It's from the school point of view also, that how many children are there. There are some schools who give coaching for Olympiad 1 hour before the school hours. You understand? Yes. So that also shows how, like if we want to
competitive, this pair has become.
Yes. So it's become that competitive. So if normally Olympiads happen in the month of November, September, October, after the half-yearly, the schools have started preparing the children. So the teacher gets prepared, the children get prepared, and the school gets well. So I think that that is again what I'm saying is that if you do that, then slowly maybe these competitive exam tuitions will become less, and the children will do better. But then again, with co-curricular, you have Olympiad, dance, music, computers, AI, coding. These are very important because, like I said, in the next level, when you go out to the world, then, like I say, rhythm of the soul. For music, for me, it's rhythm of the soul. You may not actually know how to sing, but when you're singing inside the classroom, all your frustrations go out. Or when you're dancing, so
you kind of release that stress out of your body.
Yes. Or when you're drawing, you're putting all your creativity. So for me, co-curricular, it was never an extracurricular for me. It was always a part. So I think it is supposed to be balanced. It is very, very important.
And ma'am, what would be your top advice to aspiring school leaders who look up to your journey?
Lead with kindness and empathy.
Okay.
Look at the children not when they are in the school, but look at their journey after their school. For me, when I'm taking my sessions with other leaders also, so leadership cannot be confined to a very, in a small way. You have to lead by being a role model. You need to motivate not only your children and your teachers, but you need to motivate your parent body. You are the role model. And if you are a leader of, say, maybe, or leading a school for 1,000, I mean, you have 1,000 children, 1,000 families you can change, and 300 teachers you can change. Can you imagine the influence that leader has? So a leader needs to understand the influence she can have in that whole, the people whom she is leading. So it is not the children or the teacher that she is leading. She is actually leading. So she can make or break a family. She can make or break a child. She can make a career. Her signature of giving a job to someone, how important it is.
And will follow years and years.
Years and years. So she needs to be kind, empathetic, a good listener. She needs to be very, very transparent. And I always say that integrity is a very, very important part of it. And lead through example. So if they can lead through example, I think that is the best teaching that she can give to everyone.
Ma'am, if you could change just one thing about the education system that we have, just one thing, what would that be? I can see that there are a lot of things coming to your mind.
Then I would change, I will make academics 50% and life skill and co-curricular 50%. In the board exams, like the credit system has come and something, and I want it now. Then only will my country change, my country evolve. Life skill is today, academics has taken 98%. 1% is life skill and 1% is co-curricular. I want 50-50%. If you give importance to academics, please give importance to Olympiad, dance, music, sports, and please give importance to life skill, kindness, empathy, discipline, and inculcate. Have award systems in that, have examinations in that. If you have given 5 periods to science, please give 4 periods to sports. Please give 4 periods to a counselor to develop emotional intelligence among children. If you have an award system where you are giving it to the child who has got 100 out of 100, please give an award to a child who has shown kindness and who has gone out of the way to help someone, help others, or who respects the staff, respects you, or respects the country. So this is something I really, really want to, if I was there to change, I would be wanting to change that.
So this brings us to the conclusion of our show. We had a lot of inspiration, a lot of wisdom from Dr. Bose, from her journey, from her values that she wants to inculcate in her leaders and the learners throughout the world. We talked about her journey. We saw the milestone that she has achieved.